Good morning students. Today we are going to discuss few important topic from the chapter 2 units and measurement. The first topic which we are going to discuss is your measurement of length. Now there are two methods. One is your direct method, another one is your indirect method. Now in direct method basically we used to use instrument. For example, a meter scale, for example a vernier caliper. This vernier caliper we will get in practical class. And apart from this, few instruments, screw gauge, spirometer, this experiment is in your syllabus in class 11. So this instrument we are going to use in practical class, but before that let me try to brief it out. Now measurement of length, direct method. So the direct method, what we have written, let me read out. The direct methods used for the measurement of length are a meter scale for distances from 10 to the power minus 3 meter to 10 to the power 2 meter. So you can use a meter scale for any measurement within this range, 10 to the power minus 3 meter to 10 to the power 10 to the power 2 meter. Okay, a meter scale can be measured. Now next is your a vernier caliper. So a vernier caliper for distances up to 10 to the power minus 4 meter. So you will get more about vernier caliper. So in some cases instead of meter scale or centimeter scale we use vernier caliper. Basically vernier caliper is more precise than the meter scale or centimeter scale. Basically the scale which is used in our diagram, geometrical diagram, that is your till I think 15 centimeter scale. So some measurement we can use directly that scale, or some measurement we can use 1 meter length meter scale. So in vernier caliper basically the small distances are measured, and the instrument is more precise than the centimeter scale or meter scale. Now apart from this there are a few instruments. One is your screw gauge. So a screw gauge and a spirometer for measuring a distance up to 10 to the power minus 5 meter. So you can use screw gauge, spirometer. So more you will get in practical class. A screw gauge basically used to measure the thickness of a wire, and a spirometer basically used to measure the curvature of the spherical surface. So more we will get details about this instrument in your practical class, but these are the instruments which you can use directly to measure the length. So this is your direct method. Now next is your indirect method. Now under indirect method we are going to discuss two methods. One is your parallax method and another one is your reflection method, that is echo method. Now let me discuss a little bit about parallax method. So this is your indirect method. So what we have written, please go through this part. Parallax method is used to find the larger distances, such as distance of a planet or a star from Earth. So definitely you are not supposed to use meter scale or any other instrument directly to measure the distance, because the distance is very far. So under that case you have to use some mathematical formula or some approximation to measure the distance. So that is your indirect method. Now definitely you can realize this method in your home itself. Now how? Let me try to read out that second part. Parallax is the relative shift in the position of object with respect to the background when object is observed from two different positions. Suppose you see, you can hold the scale or pencil in front of your eye, and definitely there is a background behind that object, scale or pencil. Now what you have to do, you have to observe that scale or pencil either of your left hand or left eye or right eye. So what you have to do, you have to observe that object either by your left eye or by right eye. So if you want to observe that object by closing your left eye and trying to observe from the right eye, and later on if you close your right eye and trying to observe the object from the left eye, you will see that there is a relative shift of the position of the object with respect to the background, and that is nothing but is your parallax. So that one we have written. Parallax is the relative shift in the position of object with respect to the background when object is observed from two different positions. So left eye one position, right eye another position. Hold a scale or pencil in front of your eye and trying to observe either of that left eye or right eye, closing either of that eye. If you want to observe by left eye, close right eye. If you want to observe by right eye, close left eye. So if you see simultaneously, or if you try to observe simultaneously, you will see that there is a relative shift of the position of the object with respect to the background. So that is nothing but is your parallax. Now the distance between two position or the point of observation is called basis. So if you observe that object either by left eye or right eye, so distance between left and right eye is nothing but is your basis. So what we have written, the distance between two position or the points of observation is called as basis, and basically we used to denote that one by small b. Now the angle subtended by the basis on the object is called parallactic angle. So you see a simple diagram we have drawn. So let me consider n is your object and L and R, that is your left eye, another one is your right eye. So the distance between that left and right eye is your basis, which we denoted as small b. So S is your or Ln is your site of observation with respect to the left eye, and Rn is your site of observation with respect to the right eye. So the angle between the two site of observation is theta, and that is your parallactic angle. So what I have written, the angle subtended by the basis on the object we have considered, that is your n, is called as parallactic angle. So Lr is your length of the arc. Here we have given the straight, and basically the arc is very huge, that's why a small portion we have considered, that seems to be the straight one. And angle L and R is your theta, that is your parallactic angle, and Ln Rn, that is your S, that is nothing but the distance of that object with respect to the left eye or right eye. Now already we know the formula, arc equal to angle into radius. So arc is your Lr, angle is your theta, and radius is your nothing but is your Ln or Rn. So if you substitute the formula, that is your B equal to theta S. Now parallactic angle you can calculate it if you know B by S. So what you have to know? You have to know the distance between the two point of observation and the distance of that object with respect to the point of observation. So if you know this one, then you can calculate the parallactic angle. So this formula is very important because next class we are going for a few numericals and we are using this formula directly. So it's your B equal to theta S. So any two variable, any single variable you can find by knowing the other two variable. Now next method is your reflection method. Reflection, I think most of you know, that is nothing but is your echo method. So echo is the phenomenon of repetition of sounds after reflection of original sound by a large obstacle. So here we are going to use that parameter here. Now you see a man is standing and a hill is there. So what man has done, man has blown the whistle. So what will happen, sound will move from man to the hill, and again it reflects from the hill to the man. So if the distance between the man and hill is your small d, then the sound travels 2d, is not it, and the time during the whole journey is nothing but is your small t. So let me read out. Let the sound travels from the man to the hill and back to man after reflection in time t, small t. Whole process occurs in time t. So if v be the speed of the sound, then we are going to use that simple formula, distance equal to speed into time, because speed of sound is constant, it's not it in air. So it's here 2d equal to vt, so d equal to vt by 2. So knowing v and t, definitely you can calculate small d. So d is nothing but the distance between the man and the hill from where it reflects. So this formula is very important because few numerical we are trying in our next class, and please go through this part, and whenever you observe this video or whenever there is a class, there is a request that simultaneously you please download the videos, because there are many technical problems, it may get lost. So at that very day you please download the video so that you can check out later on. So if you keep the videos, and if you think that you will observe it later on, so maybe some technical error causes to remove the video. So please download the video at the very beginning whenever there is a class. Thank you.